Hi guys, welcome and welcome back. This month's collaboration is taking us to taste many delicacies from Mexico. Hola, I am your host, Gloria. Let me introduce you to the awesome chefs from around the world. Hey Sylvia, thank you for the beautiful trailer. Hey Debbie. Hey Charlie. Hey Boris. That's Sandy. Thanks for organizing these monthly collabs. Hey Karen. Hey Beulah. Hey John. Hey Tony. Hey Michelle. Hey Anna G, the engineer. That's me, the cook. Hey Laura Lee. Hey Jill. Hey Stephanie. Please check out their channels given in the description box. Okay, let's get cooking. My contribution is a full Mexican dinner. First, we are making refried beans. I have soaked dry pinto beans overnight, drain water, and discard the water. I will be using my new Instant Pot to cook them. Here is 1 onion quartered, 2 garlic cloves, half a tablespoon of oil. I couldn't find lard. Oops. Here is cumin, oregano, and salt. If you don't have an Instant Pot, cook beans on the stove until they are soft. Insert the inner pot into the base. Put the beans into the inner pot. Add fresh water. Add the onions and salt. Cover and lock the Instant Pot. These 2 arrows should be aligned. Press bean chili function. Time it for 25 minutes to cook beans. Seal the vent and let it cook. I have minced the garlic. Okay, time to release the pressure and open the lid carefully. Check if the beans are soft enough. Remove the onions and save. Drain the beans and save some liquid for later. Heat the oil. I hear lard is better. I went to a Mexican grocery Northgate market and I could not find it. Oh well, oil works. Fry the garlic, the beans, cumin, oregano, and 1/4 cup of bean broth. I'm adding these reserved onions that is chopped now. Check the seasoning and add salt if necessary. I can't find my potato masher, so this is gonna do the work this time. Add more bean broth if necessary. Top with shredded cheese if desired. Let's make carnitas. I cooked beans first so that it is easy to clean the inner pot to cook carnitas in. Here is the pork. I thought I got boneless, but it is bone-in. Jalapenos, danger zone, diced onion, 1 orange I will squeeze soon, garlic, apple cider vinegar, ground black pepper, dried oregano, olive oil, chipotle chili powder, red chili powder, ground cumin, salt, and less sodium chicken broth. Trim the excess fat from the pork. Do you eat pork? Are you a vegetarian? Please write that in the comment section so I get to know you better. Cut them into pieces so that they marinate and cook evenly. Add salt on both sides and let the pork sit for 30 minutes. I squeezed the orange and got half a cup of juice. Look at my garlic press. I just love it. Saves my nails too. Okay, here comes trouble, Mr. Jalapenos. I need gloves to handle them. Let's stem, de-seed, and dice it. So guys, this menu is given to me by my co-worker teacher, Miss Yasmin. She requested that I make a video. Miss Yasmin will watch this video with the elementary class children when they are studying Mexico. Thank you for the request and thank you for promoting my videos. So here is a big shout out to all the wonderful children at our school and to the awesome teachers and our administration. All my coworkers are Gloria's Platter fans and they have tasted most of my food. Thank you all for all that you do. Enjoy the summer. So guys, if you have watched the video this far, you are doing good and do continue to watch. Hitting the like and subscribing to Gloria's Platter will help my channel grow. If you hit the bell, you won't miss any of the future videos. After eating this dinner, my family enjoyed eating it. I hope you like it too and try cooking Mexican food. If I could, you could too. In a mixing bowl, stir together the orange juice, garlic, vinegar, chipotle chili powder, cumin, chili powder, oregano, black pepper, and set it aside. In the Instant Pot, press the saute function, add oil into the inner pot, add the onions and jalapeno, cook for about 5 minutes. Add a little amount of broth and mix well, scraping any of the stuck-on bits of food, if any. Add the pork into the inner pot. Now add the orange juice mixture and the rest of the broth. Turn the pork pieces so that they are well coated. Close the lid. Select meat stew option and cook on high pressure for 45 minutes. Now let's see what we need for Mexican red rice. I have garlic, long grain rice makes great fluffy rice, tomato paste, salt, green chilies, cilantro, which are coriander leaves, chopped white onion, low sodium chicken broth. Heat oil in a large saucepan over medium heat. Add garlic, stir briefly and add onion. Cook for 4 to 5 minutes but don't brown them. Now add rice, tomato paste, broth, and salt. Stir well until tomato paste is dissolved. Add the green chilies and cilantro, bring it to a boil. Now cover and let it simmer until the liquid is absorbed, about 15 to 17 minutes. At this point, turn the heat off. Cover and let the rice rest for 10 minutes. Garnish with more cilantro leaves. As you can see, all the liquid is still not absorbed. So let's leave it for a few more minutes. In the meantime, let's make salsa verde. I hope I pronounced it right. These are called tomatillos. They are not tomatoes. You need chopped cilantro leaves, chopped white onion, garlic, serrano green chilies or jalapeno, salt, and lime juice. This is my first time buying tomatillos. Remove the papery husk from the tomatillos and rinse them. My salsa verde will not be too spicy, as one guest at today's dinner does not eat very spicy food. But feel free to add 1 or 2 jalapeno peppers into this to get that spicy flavor. Cut the tomatillos in half and place cut side down on a foil-lined baking sheet. I am adding crushed garlic on them for added flavor. Place under the boiler and cook on high for 5 to 7 minutes. Although the recipe didn't ask for it, I would cook the other side too. You may pan fry these using a little vegetable oil instead as well. With all this Mexican food cooking in my kitchen, I can tell you I am so hungry. Okay, so let's check the carnitas. Wow, the meat is so tender, it is actually falling off the bones. Using 2 forks, shred the pork. I am not doing it directly in the Instant Pot as I don't want to scratch the inner part. However, I have seen people do that. Drain the pork and scoop the pork onto a prepared baking sheet, making it an even layer, and broil for 3 to 5 minutes. Now remember, this can burn very easily, so don't walk away. If the phone rings, ignore it. Let's make salsa verde by adding all the ingredients into the food processor. The authentic way to make the salsa verde is by using a molcajete. According to my coworker, Miss Jahaira, she says that her dad makes the best salsa using the molcajete. Do excuse my Spanish pronunciation. No molcajete for me, so the food processor or blender will come in handy. Pulse it until all the ingredients are finely chopped and mixed. Check the seasoning and add more salt if necessary. Look at the carnitas now, guys. You see how the edges of the pork has browned and crisped up? It is so crispy and mouth-watering. The salsa verde is ready too. Who wants to join us for this delicious dinner? As I am signing off, I want to share with you that I got approved by a few Mexican friends after tasting the food. The only thing that they requested was, next time make it spicy. Gracias everyone. Adios.